Barakatay Hawa, Brakday Shai, Brakday Hawa, Brakday Shai, Brakday Hawa, Brakday Shai, Kohl La, Aranaba Yahweh, Bashim Shamlak Yoshai, Bashim Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, peace, citation, hopeful elect, Shalom. And the lesson in this video is going to be about, a gang of females, shoplifters, who stole thousands of dollars worth of men's Nike boxer shorts from Kohl stores, investigators say. This is pretty much an article that was given on Fox 5 Atlanta. This was on MSN.com though, the source that I'm using. It says police say 3 women stole about $1,800 worth of men's underwear from a Kohl's store in Georgia. That's what one of the bullet points say. Second one says Kohl's says they stole Nike men's boxers shorts, which cost between $26 and $40 per Fox 5 Atlanta. More than $6,000 worth of high-end men's underwear has been stolen from Kohl's stores in the area, say police. It says a gang of female shoplifters in Georgia is accused of stealing $1,000 worth of men's underwear from several Kohl's stores, according to Fox News affiliate station Fox 5 Atlanta. Surveillance footage shows 3 women crouching over a display case in the men's department of a Kohl's store in Noonan, Georgia, in Metro Atlanta. Fox 5 Atlanta reported. The footage also showed the woman leaving the store carrying merchandise in large bags without paying for the item, per the local media outlet. And it says Kohl did not immediately respond to the insider's request for comment. And let me see. I'm trying to read what I didn't read in the annotation, in the bullet points. It says the woman and possibly others are suspected of stealing men's underwear from other Kohl's stores in Georgia, the sheriff's office said. And Toby Nix of the Coweta County Sheriff's Office told Fox 5 Atlanta these girls are walking in the store, filling up reusable shopping bags and walking out, not a care in the world. Wow. With that, I'll just bring out some scriptures, and Lord willing, be hopeful that we'll be edified. So first of all, scripture says in Exodus chapter 20 verse 15, thou shalt not steal. So that was the very first commandment that that's the very first commandment I had in mind for this video here, pretty much. So that's what the scripture just say, is to not steal. But we all know, for the most part, 2/3 have a anti-Yahweh mindset, so to say. They pretty much live a lifestyle that's contrary to scriptures that the Most High had written to kind of keep our people in check. Most High had commandments and guidelines to keep our people in check, and it's like you have 2/3 that go astray from that, and they follow after the ways of death, which is following after what? That black culture. Yahweh Shai himself was even stating the commandments, showing you that the Old Testament is not done away with. Says Mark 10 verse 19, thou knowest the commandments: do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, defraud not, honor thy father and mother. And the main point I want to get out of that is do not steal, he said. Alright. And we live in a society where Esau, he's setting traps up for you jigs to pretty much to get y'all arrested. He wants you jigs to go out there and steal. Yeah, he wants y'all to go out shoplifting, to go out doing home invasions, to go out to try to to resort to crime, so that he could arrest you and pretty much take you in the penal system and have you working for slave wages, doing that slave labor. That's how they could get you as a slave. So basically, you lose all your amendment rights You know, that's one of the loopholes of actually losing your amendment rights, is that when you go to jail, you basically become like a hardcore slave again, you know? And then it really shows you how stupid those women are, because your faces are there on a surveillance camera, yo. Like, I can understand if you had a ski mask, you know, you cover your face a sort of way, like, you know how people be wearing those balaclava masks, or in other words, those shiesty masks. That would have made more sense, that your face is not showing. But nah, y'all out there doing stupid shit under surveillance cameras, and y'all not even stole, not even a couple dollars worth of Nike underwears, or a couple hundreds worth of it. Y'all stole $1,000 worth of it. And y'all just walked out with reusable plastic bags, like the article said, with no care in the world. Shows you how careless our people are, especially our women. Scriptures say that for our women to rise up, and it said, "Hear my voice, ye careless daughters," indicating mainly the Israelite woman, even though Isaiah 32 verse 9 is going into all women. But as the spirit was on Isaiah to strictly say, "Hear my voice, you careless daughters," and that's talking about you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American women. You know, that how many days and years y'all should be troubled. So if y'all going out here stealing underwears and shit, can you imagine how much more in Jacob's trouble, what y'all gonna be doing just for, you know, just for basic necessities? Eventually you're gonna have to be whoring yourself out. And that's the time we're gonna come into, you know. I'll bring out another precept. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 14, verse 15 says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." Exactly. And you out there going out there stealing, it's not being wise. But the main point I want to say out of this is that you got to be careful who you call your friends nowadays. You got to be careful who you associate yourself around with, who you basically get to know, because we in those times, man, like where people are actually doing crimes and they don't give a fuck if their face is caught in a surveillance camera at this point. That's how stupid people are, and that's how low the Most High is really degrading people's intelligence, you know. That's how low he's bringing people down, you know. And I'm mentioning it on a spiritual, or in other words, a mental level, because people are really not thinking in the long term, like, I could get arrested for this, I could go to jail for this, and pretty much like I'm already a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American. You know, how would the people look at me when I go to apply for a job and I gotta go to interview, get a background check? Yo, people are fucking retarded, man. And pretty much like it really shows you the stupidity of our people, the simplicity of Jake, you know. And that's the reason why y'all niggas is really filling up the penal system, you know, because of shit like this. And it's like each year y'all do what? Y'all just wax worse and worse, you know, in your own iniquities. And these are females doing it in the I believe the article said it in Georgia, so that's down in the South. How much more in New York City, and then even in Chicago, that people out here doing, and in Cali, that people out here doing, you know, crimes, you know. In these times, it really shows you that you know, sincere followers of this truth, like you Akia, man. And I gotta really be careful. And even you sisters viewing these videos, I gotta be careful who you associate yourself with, you know, because we in those times, man. And it's only going to get worse. And Jacob's Trouble haven't even started yet. And you got people doing these things. Shoplifting. And we're not talking about for a measly few underwears. We're talking about like thousands of dollars they stole. And they went to different stores, like back to back. Yeah, man. We in those times. And it says, Jeremiah 4 verse 22, for my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are Saul's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And yeah, man, when you really see how stupid our people are, man, that shit is crazy. You know, just for the simple fact that they could just go inside a store, and not only one store, we're talking about a couple stores it's mentioned in the article. Now your stupid faces are posted on the Fox 5 News, right? And other social media, probably, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they even showed your face on social media as well, because Fox 5 has its own, social media platform. They got their account on Facebook and shit. They don't got their own social media platform, but they got their own social media account, within Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And they got your faces out there. They got your surveillance videos up there on their articles, and other social media, other mainstream media outlets got the same shit. And you stupid ass Jakes, man, when y'all complain about why, y'all the last hired and first fired, and why it's so hard for y'all, it's because of shit like this, right? And that right there is just not using wisdom at all. And very soon, we already know what that's going to lead up to down the line in these end times. But with that, just didn't want to make that lesson that long. I just want to make it short, So I like to give all glory, praises, honor to Adonai Yahweh, Bashem Shamalak Yashah, Bashem Kakadash, double honor to the apostle and the elders, great millstone, peace, citation, hope for elect, Yah Bashem Shabalak Shah, Shalak Rayam Adawam Yam, Wako Wayam Wa Ababa Shalom.